Final layered logo. The first thing I want you to do, once you've got your final logo open, is we're going to create a new document. And we are interested in 1920 by 1080. We have some film and video presets up here, so we're going to click on a film and video preset. It says 1920 by 1080 right here, so that's perfect. That's what I want. I'm going to name this the layered logo. All the other settings look correct. I'm going to hit create. So now I have this template. So what I want to do, it has a bunch of items on here that won't show up when you import it into After Effects. They're just safety guidelines to let you know where the edges of the screen are, and the fact that you shouldn't go too close to the edge of the screen. So this inner safety area is the best place to put your graphics. Don't go outside that. The black area is the edge of the screen. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to select my entire logo. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it into my screen setup. Now my logo isn't quite big enough for the screen. It's not going to show up very well at this size, so I'm going to increase the size now. I know I can do that in After Effects, but it's better to start at the correct size. And then I'm going to center it on the screen, make sure it looks nice and clean here, and I like where that's pretty much located. Looks about equal space on either side. Okay, so this is now copied into this screen. I can close my other final logo. That one's done. On this screen, what I need to do now is to create layers for it. So if I come over to the properties panel, I want to click on layers. Now if I can't see that option, chances are you closed it at some point in time. Come to workspace, make sure you're in essentials, and then you're going to reset the essentials to make sure all of your essential tools come back. So now that that's back, I'm going to click on layers, and you can see I have one layer. Double click to change the name of this. This is going to be the whole logo. Okay, so this is going to give me my template of where everything should end up, and I'll actually turn this layer off in After Effects later, but it's just going to show me where everything should be while I'm animating. Okay, so I'm going to start deciding. I'm actually going to work from the top down, so what should be the top layer? I'm going to select big. I'm going to press Command C to copy, or go to edit, copy. Okay, and I'm going to add a new layer right down here. Next to the trash can icon is create new layer. Do not click create new sub layer. That's not what we want. We want create new layer. So I'm going to click there. Notice it creates a new blank layer called layer 2. If I were to simply hit paste, Command V, notice it puts it in the wrong spot. I don't want that. So I'm going to hit Command Z to undo that. Instead, I'm going to make sure I'm on layer 2. I'm going to come over to edit, paste in place. So notice it says paste in place. That's Command Shift V if you want to remember the keyboard shortcut. So when I do that, paste in place, it now shows up in red because it's on that new layer. So I'm going to call this big, and I'm done there. All right, so I come back here. I'm going to do ups next. Command C to copy, create a new layer. Command Shift V to paste in place. I'm going to call that ups. There we go. The next thing that I want is going to be this section of the arrow. So I'm going to Command C to copy, come to the new layer icon. There it is. Command Shift V to paste in place. There we go. Come over here, select the next thing, Command C to copy, come over here to the layers palette, click new layer, Command Shift V to paste. This is down arrow. And then I'm going to select the last piece of text, marketing investing, Command C to copy, new layer, Command Shift V to paste in place, M and I. There we go. So I have my layered logo that's ready to go. So now I'm going to save this, file save, on my computer to my work in progress folder. I'm going to call this the layered logo as it says, and I'm going to click save. Okay. I'm now done in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so now I'm going to come to After Effects. I'm going to click New Project. I now have an untitled project, so I'm going to go to File, Save As. In my Work in Progress folder, I'm going to put logo animation. And now I'm ready to click import. So I'm going to right click inside of the project panel. There's project panel. I'm going to come to import file. And on this screen, a couple different things I need to pay attention to. So we're going to come to our layered logo, which is the one I made. And I need to make sure I change import as to composition retain layer sizes. So that's the important thing. I hit open, and I now have a composition, and I have all of my layers imported there. So I'm going to double click on the layered logo. There it is. Okay, so there's my layers inside of my composition. And notice my marketing and investing text is black like the background of my composition. I'm going to go ahead and right click and hit new, layer solid. And I'm going to go ahead and use light gray. You guys can use whatever color you want for the background. Hit OK. Now that layer covered up my logo because it's currently on the top, so I need to move this layer to the bottom. And like I said, the whole logo layer I'm going to hide because I don't want to see that layer. It's just there to help me animate. Now I'm ready to begin animating the different pieces of my logo. And so you guys know how to do that, so I'm just going to save this as my progress. The only other thing I'll do here is just check my composition settings to make sure they're correct. Here's my composition name. It says layered logo. I'm going to call this Big Ups Animation. There we go. I like that. 1920 by 1080 is what I want. 30 frames per second. And duration is 10 seconds. I don't think I'll need more than 10 seconds, but if I do, I can come back and change it. I'm going to go ahead and leave it 10 seconds. You guys are now ready to start animating. Good luck.